Come on, Elder Lawyer.
Yes, sir. Verse number 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Come on.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple.
And she
Her
looks,
husband
and
is
on
no,
top of that, she's cooked, clean, she buys a field, she do all that, and at the end of the day, she still looks good. You wouldn't have known she did all this work all day. She still looks good. At the end of the day, the man come home, she's like, well, okay. All right. Hey, baby, everything is fine. The children are asleep. She's still looking good and able to operate in her duties with her husband also. But today they'll make Elder Lawyer, they'll make you believe, they'll make women believe today that what we're reading was oppression. That there was a need for society to come in and bring some level of equality. If anything, they took away from the happiness of the woman with the feminist movement. They took, Oprah and all of them took away what was natural, happiness that was once really a norm within our society, because we didn't need a lot of money to be happy. We came here on the slave ships. It wasn't about money with us. It was about family. It was about family. It was about God. It was about Christ. Now, we have more money than we've ever had since coming to the Western world. But look at our family structure. Look at our homes. Look at our community. Money doesn't make a person happy, folks. What we're reading is true happiness. When a man and woman is able to work together in their true nature. Go ahead, Elder Lawyer.
Yes, sir. Verse 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
Come on.
Strength and honor are her clothing. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come.
She shall rejoice in time to come. Come on.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness.
And she eateth not the bread of idleness. If it isn't benefiting her home and bringing a positive light to her husband, she's not entertaining it. If it ain't beneficial for what these two have planned for their homes, a woman isn't entertaining it. Why? Common sense. You're only as strong as your weakest link. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So if a man is out there talking negative on his woman, what does that say about him? Well, listen, she's your helpmeet, dude. Both of you are weak. Because you have given me some insight on how to take down your home with your negative. Now, hey, you got a problem with her? You're opening the door for others. Man and woman will always have issues that they would discuss to come to solution. But a man is not supposed to speak negative of his woman in public. There's somebody out there looking at it and say, oh, okay. So now I can come in with some conversation, and vice versa. A woman isn't supposed to value the conversation and validation of her girlfriends, friends, or sisters, or even her mother over her husband. Because a woman will talk all this negative about a man, and what other women are seeing is all the providing he's doing for you. And there's some women out there that are straight cutthroat. They're like, hey, she got a problem with him? Hey, man, Let me get up in there. I'll be totally satisfied with what that brother is providing. This is how a lot of women be thinking. And they'll sit there and shake their, I don't know how you deal with that, girl. All of that. Just so that she can move you away further enough to get in, to benefit from what you were overlooking. We're just going to tell you the truth tonight. Read that last piece again, Elder Lawya.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her mouth is the law of kindness. She's considerate, not just to her husband and how he's looked upon and the house is looked upon. She's considerate with others she's corresponding with. She's considerate of other people's feelings. Come on, Elder Lawya.
She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness.
Come on. And she eateth not the bread of idleness. She doesn't allow negative conversation to come in to disturb what her and her man got going. Okay? No. She's not going to let a single woman come in to give an opinion on her home. Not to disrespect a single woman, but a single woman is in a position of learning when she's speaking to a married woman. She's not in a position of influence.
Right.
See? She's in a position to learn how to get a husband, not to influence that married woman how to be single. I don't know, Lawya, maybe we dropping too much tonight. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm chopping at the bit, but
okay.
I know you got quite a few things to run through. So,
well, once we get through that, I'm gonna give you the floor, and you can flow with. A matter of fact, you chop it at the bit. What you got so far? Come on, let's go.
No, let it flow. I don't want to, I don't like to get into the cut off the spirit of what's coming out. So,
okay.
I'd rather you finish.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
All right. Reading on, verse 28. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her.
So that means what? The children call her blessed. Which means if her children are in school and the teachers, these teachers, a lot of them are rogue Satanists, teaching the children that they have more sense or are more intelligent than their parents. But these children call their mother blessed. That means if something is being taught in that school that's against that house, those children will immediately defend their home. And when they get home, tell their mother and father that there's some evil going on over in there. That there's wickedness in that teacher. There's wickedness in that institution. Because they call their mother or their household blessed. How dare you speak something against what? The legacy that have been established through my father and mother. Not just the legacy, the honor, the respect, the love they have for God is defended in your absence by your children. And see, and that's the benefit of of being on one accord and not at odds one with another. Because when you are at odds at one another, the children take sides for their own benefit and they'll run either of you rabbit. But when a husband and wife are on one accord, no one can take advantage of that. The children can't. And on the other hand, they defend the home in your absence. That's the benefit. Of course, men and women are going to have disagreements. But at the end of the day, they have to be in order, on one accord with the Almighty. At the end of the day, that must be the foundation of every relationship. That cannot waver or be moved by outside influences. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.